What's up, my boomers? It's me, Melanie Mac, here on my new channel, Melanie Mac Go Boom. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. Happy St. Patty's Day. I hope you're all having a good one. So, in the mood of St. Patty's Day, I brought out my favorite St. Patty's Day shirt. And I got in trouble for posting this today. I've had this shirt for years. I posted it before. Never any issues. But today was a different day. So let me go ahead and I'm going to show you guys why I posted this. Pinch me and I'll punch you. And I took these pictures. I posted it on Twitter. And then I posted it on Facebook and Instagram as well. And sure enough, I check not long after posting it, and I get this Instagram strike. Not really strike, but like they take my post down and give me a warning, a slap on the hand. They're like, oh, no, bad. But post removed for violence and incitement. Okay? First of all, okay, wait, before I get into my tangent here. Then Facebook as well. Okay? So I thought, okay, maybe it's because of my caption, right? I took the caption off. And Instagram took it down again. So I had to post this 3 times. The next time I posted, I could only post some side shots that didn't show what the shirt said. So, yeah, that was fun. But anyway, the weird thing about this, too, is that technically, pinch me and I'll punch you. Like, if you pinch me first, that's self-defense, right? So I made this joke. I was like, can I pull the misogyny and violence against women card on this? I mean, come on, dude. Well, then after I posted this stuff, people were sharing how Facebook is allowing posts about, I don't know. Let me read this article. I haven't read it. So apparently, Facebook and Instagram let users call for death to Russian soldiers over Ukraine. Facebook and Instagram users in some countries, I wonder if the U.S. counts, will be allowed to call for violence against Russians and Russian soldiers in the context of the Ukraine invasion, after parent company Meta made a temporary change to its hate speech policy. The company is also temporarily allowing some posts that call for death to the Russian president, Vladimir Putin, and his Belarusian counterpart. Okay. As a result of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, we have temporarily made allowances for forms of political expression that would normally violate our rules, like violent speech such as we still won't allow credible calls for violence against any civilians. Okay, good. You shouldn't allow that. It's just we're in weird times with how much social media is censored now. And when it comes to this whole topic in general, for seeing how much it's pushed and how much whenever social media and the main media allow certain things and not only allow it but push it. I just logged into my Gmail earlier and got a pop-up about this whole stuff going on right now. It makes me not want to... I already don't know that much about what is actually going on here, so I am not really going to be campaigning much on this subject. That said, my stance has been, hey, I don't know exactly what's going on, not because from the media and from behind the media, behind the scenes and all that kind of stuff, because I'm a little bit of a conspiracy theorist, okay? So I don't trust any of the government, the world governments, and I have a lot of questions about things. I don't trust my government. I don't trust any government, honestly. So, yeah, I'm suspicious. And so my stance has been, I support the innocent people. And anything beyond that, I have no idea what's going on, and I am not even trying to have a say in that. So I do have questions. I have lots of questions. It's something that I'm trying to do more research on. But yeah, I feel like there's innocent people involved, and not to mention all the all these companies that are withdrawing from Russia in general, like Netflix and all that, so the Russian people aren't allowed to watch Netflix now. People who aren't even a part of what's going on. So you're just going to punish all the civilians too? It's just, I just feel like we live in clown world right now, man. So I also made a tweet earlier. I said, social media needs no rules unless actual valid threats of harm are involved. I want to log in to a toxic minefield every day. And this just reminds me of the good old internet, man. Even before social media, on forums and stuff, you could just say whatever. Unless there was actual threats involved. And I miss those days. Because, like, for real, we're in a time where we're policed on what we're allowed to say and what we're not allowed to say. And if a certain topic is something, a certain current event is happening, we are forced to stick with whatever the approved narrative is. And we don't even know what all is going on. That's all I have to say. I don't know what all is going on, so I'm just supposed to trust Facebook? I'm supposed to trust the government? I'm supposed to trust the media? And I have to parrot that narrative? That's it? If I don't, I'm in trouble? Suspicious. I also said toxic positivity is a million times worse because it's so fake and self-righteous. I much prefer a place where we can all just be trash together and stop pretending we aren't. And that's a freaking mood because, like, a lot of this toxic positivity, a lot of the whole woke stuff going on, it's just to try to make people feel like they are self-righteous and that they're good people, or if they have a certain, like, if they stick with certain, whatever the thing is, if they support the certain thing that's going on, and if that's in their bio, if that certain hashtag is in their bio, this, that, or the other, then that makes them a good person by default. And it's just dumb. This is why I like when the Bible says there is no one good, not one. Can we just acknowledge that none of us are good, please, and move on with our day? And now we should try, but are any of us actually good? No. We're humans, we're trash. It's just how it is. But yeah, I miss the internet being fun. I can't even post my shirt. That isn't even controversial. I bought it at freaking Hot Topic. Come on. But anyway, yeah. So this is where we're at. Let me go ahead and go into the verse of the day. I figured, hey, we're talking about violence right now. Why not pick a Bible verse about that? So I picked Proverbs 3:31 through 33. Oh, I forgot to read the comments. Let me redo the verse of the day and then I'll hop into the comments. I knew I was forgetting something. It said, do not envy a man of violence and do not choose any of his ways. For the devious person is an abomination to the Lord, but the upright are in his confidence. The Lord's curse is on the house of the wicked, but he blesses the dwelling of the righteous. And here's the thing is, like I said, none of us are righteous on our own. That's why we needed Jesus to die on the cross for us. But yeah, ultimately, a lot of people who pretend to be righteous and are actually violent people. And we've seen that so much with the woke movement. If you don't go with the narrative, then they will say terrible things to you and treat you in a way to where they don't even see you as a human being. They try to dehumanize us and all kinds of stuff. So, I mean, yeah, that's where we're at. Let me go ahead and read some comments from my recent videos. Rob Scallis says, good points about how Crystal Dynamics did more sexualizing of Lara than classic Lara. Not that I have an issue with it. They are trying to appear woke by dunking on classic Lara, like you said. I really don't think they care about woke ideology. They are just pandering to it. That's how I feel with most anything. Corporations, Disney, Crystal Dynamics in this case, male feminist allies, the straight ones especially. It's just all about appearing and pandering to people and appearing to be righteous. Like, they don't give a crap. It's hypocrisy. Kind of like what's going on with G4 right now, which I do want to make a video on that, so stay tuned. Okay, next video. Vanessa says tattoos are unholy and sinful. I get this comment from time to time. And I've already addressed it before, but like, if you actually took the time to read the Bible and study the context, the part about not putting marks on your body was in reference to, at that time, people would do scarifications and pagan practices as a form of shame, and guilt or whatever. it wasn't talking about tattoos. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I would totally be down to look into that. But I don't believe that's the case. And if anything, I feel like, well, we're told that our bodies are a temple. Well, what do you do with the temple? You decorate it. And most people who get tattoos do so for decoration purposes. I just don't see, unless the tattoo had something that was against the Bible, I don't see how it's a problem personally. So, hey, if you don't want them, don't get them. But I like mine. All right, so Clifford says, found your channel recently and I'm loving it. It is nice to see there's a Christian on YouTube that's not just a preacher or a Bible study. I'm glad I found your channel. Thank you. I really like that I can share my faith in this way, because I do like to share my faith, but I don't want to be a preacher or anything like that. And I don't want to just make preacher videos, which I do like those. And I'm glad that there are people who do that. But I feel like this is a good way for me to just, have my little verse of the day and stuff like that, and be able to share what I believe and share the Bible and all that without just having that be everything about the content I make. Plus, it can reach other people. That's because I feel like for a lot of, if I were just to have, okay, here's my Christian channel and that's all it is, then I feel like I'd just be reaching a bunch of Christians, which is great. But I think the point of it for a lot of us is we like to be able to share God's word with people who aren't Christians too, because there's a lot that everybody can get out of that. Samwise says, there are a good 8 or so videos of yours I've been meaning to go back to and comment on in a good way in all cases, for sure. But anyhow, I just wanted to tell you your stuff has been great, and I'm overjoyed that you don't let these professional victims and basement dwelling whiners get to you or discourage you. No joke, it inspires hope for the future of this civilization. The only way that the societal stupidity with which we're faced goes away is if everyone finally says, nope, not budging. I've got a right to my beliefs and you're being an idiot, Mr. Ms. Mix Wokey. I kind of got away from the topic of this video, I know. And I did love seeing such a cool project, but I felt like it was long overdue and had to tell you, be of good courage and never let any of them shame you for not being morally and intellectually crashed. Thank you so much. You're right too. I agree. Godzilla Mike says, I love your passion for Tomb Raider. I hope that someday we can get some kind of modern hardcore version of the game that isn't afraid to be what it needs to be. And I agree. Let Tomb Raider be tough again. Hopefully they will take a page out of FromSoft's book and be unapologetically classic roots to itself. I don't see that happening with Crystal Dynamics, but we can dream, right? One of Corn Pop's bad dudes says they want us to beat the games in a weekend and buy a new one the next week. I swear, it's just so many games, or you just get right through them. I like the games that last a while. Silver Fox says, Melanie, this feels unreal, right? Christian gamer girl reading Bible verses, such a rare find. I'm so lucky, to be honest. Thank you, Silver Fox. I'm so happy you found my channel. Verlon says, I just wanted to comment how brave it is for you to have a channel about gaming with Mac in your handle. And I am writing this on an Apple device. I just recognize that Apple is not the best gaming platform. Mac is my name, so I don't know what to say there. I do not use any Apple products. Well, actually, I use an iPad to draw with. But other than that, I game on a Windows PC and consoles, but Mac is my name. All right. Oh, yeah. And this was the Facebook thing. So anyway, there you have it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful St. Patty's Day. Don't pinch me, though. Thank you all for hanging out. I'll see you tomorrow. And in the meantime, go boom.